So the question here, the life expectancy of Canada is given. It is 81.2 years. The life expectancy of Russia is given and it's 65.9 years. So what we have here is we have to fill in the blank. The life expectancy in Canada is blank % greater than the life expectancy in Russia. So how do we deal with solving a problem like this? So what we do is just remember what we are comparing the life expectancy of Canada with. We are comparing the life expectancy of Canada and writing it as a % greater than that of Russia. So your denominator will be the life expectancy of Russia, because that's what we're looking at, the Canadian life expectancy. We're looking at it as a % of the Russian life expectancy. So since we're talking about greater than, we subtract the life expectancy of Russia from the life expectancy of Canada. And that would be the years by which it is greater. So 81.2 minus 65.9 is the number of years by which the life expectancy in Canada is greater than the life expectancy in Russia. But now we have to think of it as a % of the life expectancy in Russia. So we divide that by the life expectancy in Russia and then multiply it by 100. So the important thing is to pay attention to the denominator. If you're looking at it as a percentage of the life expectancy in Russia, then you have to divide by the life expectancy in Russia. And when we do the calculations, what we have is 23.22%. Now let's look at a question that's worded slightly differently. Now what if we had to fill this blank? Life expectancy in Canada is blank % of the life expectancy in Russia. So now we're not thinking about it as a % greater than that of Russia, but we're thinking of it as a percentage of the life expectancy in Russia. So life expectancy in Canada is 81.2 years. We divide that by the life expectancy in Russia, which is the denominator is the life expectancy of Russia, because that's what we are looking at it as a percentage of. We're looking at the life expectancy in Canada as a percentage of the life expectancy in Russia. So pay attention to the denominator. That's what the denominator is based on the wording of the question. So notice here we are not subtracting. We're just putting one life expectancy over the other. Pay attention to what the denominator is and multiplying it by 100%. And this is what will give us the answer. So when we do the calculations, we get 123.22% as expected, because it's 100% plus the % by which the life expectancy in Canada is greater than that of Russia. So notice the numerator is not the difference, but the entire number, which is 81.2 in this case, since we are looking at a slightly different wording. If you see off, you don't have to subtract, and what we can fill in the blank with is 123.22%. So let's read this statement. It says life expectancy in Canada is 123.22% of the life expectancy in Russia. So it is not only 100% but more. And how much is it greater by? It's 23.22%. So therefore it is 123.22% of. So this number is greater than 100% since the life expectancy in Canada is greater than the life expectancy in Russia.